Wih, boleh. Masuk angin lah. Masuk angin lah.
Kalau dia jadi ambil sini.
Oh, cepat sini. Ada 2-3 biji kalau budak-budak ni main.
Biasa. Hilang. Saya pernah nampak yang dia letak ni, lepas tu itu bilah tu dia masih letak di atas gitu lah.
Itu proses pengawetan.
Pengawetannya. Yes, so the smoke from the resin, when it goes up, yeah. So they'll put the plate in front of it. They'll lace it with the resin.
There we go.
Ooh, the smell.
This is kemenyan. Okey, kemenyan ni adalah getah. Ini ada getah.
Nanti with the resin.
Okay, getah ni bila terkena bara, kita akan menghasilkan satu asap yang beraroma wangi. Okay, dalam masa yang sama, asap adalah asap yang bergetah.
So the smoke is actually not just smoke, it has some sort of a resin in it, so if you inhale it, the resin will go into your body. Yeah, so with that concept, it will be used to lace the protect the blade.
So bila Keris tadi dah tidak ada karat, okay, jadi kita buat proses awet. Okay, di mana asap bergetah ni bila kena besi dan besi panas akibat daripada bara kan, okay, getah ni akan melekat di besi. Okay, before, okay, you can smell nothing. Nothing, eh?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
So he was saying if he does this, the smoke will go onto the
inside.
blade, and then the resin will stick onto it,
Okay.
and that's how you preserve the blade. So when you smell it later, if it has a strong smell of that resin, that means you're successful.
So, you can smell.
There it is. Yes, I smell.
So proses ni akan berlaku daripada hujung sampai ke hujung.
So end to end, you do that. End to end.
Depan dan belakang. Okay. Bila kita rasa ianya mencukupi, bahawa proses asap ni dia mengawet besi lah. Okay. Dan dia akan melambatkan proses pengaratan semula.
So it will slow down the oxidation process
Oxidation.
of the iron.
Dalam masa yang sama juga, bau hanyir-hanyir darah manusia hilang.
So the smell of blood, if it has any, it will disappear, or it will mask it.
Okay, bau. Okay.
Smells good.
Lepas selesai, just masuk.
Yes.
End of the annual.
Biasanya kalau kita simpan dalam keris 1 tahun ke 2 tahun, karat tidak akan naik.
So if you keep it in the sheath for a year or so, it won't be rusty. That's preserved.
It's preserved now.
That's preserved.
So this is the process pengawetan.
This is the last process.
Last
After
process.
you do all the calamansi.
Yeah.
Yes.
This will be the last process.
At the same time, this kemenyan, okay, bila dia melekat dengan besi, so dia akan jadi satu proses meracun kepada kulit. So bila kita tikam, kita ada kelamansi dia kan, kita tambah dengan kemenyan. So proses tu, okay, dia akan orang kata apa ni, bila kita cabut balik, okay, so isi kita akan buruk. Luka akan memburuk.
Oh, okay. So what it does, with the additional layer of the resin from this one, from the kemenyan, when you stab inside, it will make your wound worse. Yeah, so it will heal like really slowly.
What is it called? Kamanyan?
This is called kemenyan. It's
Kabanyan.
kemenyan.
Kabanyan.
Kemenyan.
Kamanyan.
Yeah.
Kamanyan.
Kabanyan.
Like a stone,
Like a stone.
but not stone.
But not stone. Kamanyan.
it flows from the tree like a resin. Yeah.
I guess so.
So when it hardens, and they'll pick it up from there, and then this is what they use it for. Yeah.
Suatu proses mandi keris
Setahun sekali.
setahun sekali.
Once a year, they do that once a year if you need to do it.
So kalau kita tak mandikan dia, so dia kena kerap macam mana?
Okay. So what happens if you don't go through that process of preserving the blade of a keris, and this will happen.
Like this.
This will be the example of it.
Stem.
Oh yeah. I see.
This is no good. Why? Sebab karat ni akan melemahkan besi.
It will weaken the structure of the metal. Of the
Yeah.
keris.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, yeah.
Okay, this is the basic and introduction for weapon keris. But this is the part we must show because any person can learn about this. Biasanya setengah orang akan fikir secara mistik bila proses mandi keris dan proses pelasap, sedangkan ini adalah proses saintifik yang digunakan oleh orang Melayu zaman dulu.
So it is a scientific process that they use way back then. Only then, in the modern days, that we know that it's actually a scientific process as well. Yeah.
Ada soalan orang awam bila tengok keris, dia akan tanya ada isi kah? Maksudnya ada benda. Macam mana tu maksudnya?
Some people
Macam
ask.
mistik.
Yeah, some people ask if all the keris have some sort of a.
Mystic.
Bila dia nak pegang,
Mystical.
dia-
Yeah.
Itu soalan orang awam lah bila pergi ke tempat saya.
Oh.
Dia ada isi kan? Ada apakah isinya? Jadi soalan orang tu macam mana tuan?
Okay,
Some people ask that when they come over to the gallery.
kita tidak salahkan orang yang bertanya.
We don't blame them
Okay, sebab
for asking.
keris ni adalah senjata membunuh. Kalau falsafah keris sebenarnya, okay, asal keris dicabut, dia mencari darah. Terus dah. Kau pergi luar dulu.
So
Betul lah, betul lah.
the philosophy of a keris is that once you pull it out, it is used to kill. Because that's the purpose of it. So that's why people think that, does it have anything in there in a keris that once you find blood?
Boleh. Okay. Okay, jadi bila keris membunuh orang, okay, orang mati. Okay. Keris ni maksudnya dia dah makan nyawa. Okay, dalam kepercayaan orang, okay, semangat ataupun badi akan melekat di keris.
So once you kill, and the person, obviously the person dies, it was said that the spirit of that person will go into the keris.
Okay. Dan dalam masa yang sama, bila senjata ni digunakan untuk membunuh, okay, kadang-kadang makhluk halus, ini kepercayaan, jin, syaitan, iblis lah, benda yang kita manusia tidak nampak, devil lah. Okay. Semangatnya akan masuk ke dalam keris. Sebab apa? Sebab keris telah makan nyawa, telah membunuh, sifat jahat telah berlaku.
So once a keris has been used to kill, be it once or multiple times, it is a belief that supernatural beings will be attracted to keris. So they will go in there because it has claimed a soul or multiple soul. So yeah, that's why people ask if the keris is haunted or what. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, itu yang berlaku secara semula jadi ataupun spontan.
It happens naturally.
Okay. Ada satu part lain. Okay.
There's another
Orang
part.
memuja keris. Okay. Ada setengah orang mungkin dukun bomo ataupun orang yang mempunyai kepandaian ilmu mistik. Okay. Dia memuja jin, iblis tersetan untuk berdamping dengan keris tersebut.
Okay, so another type of belief is that practitioners of dark arts or white arts or whatever they call them, they will pray to the Keris to get help from whatever that's inside the resin. Yeah.
Dan kadang-kadang dalam alam Melayu sendiri pun zaman-zaman dulu keris digunakan untuk sebagai perubatan. Tapi kuasanya bukan kuasa daripada keris. Kuasa jin iblis yang dimasukkan ke dalam keris untuk membantu dia buat proses perubatan secara tradisional pun berlaku.
Okay, back in the days, in the Malay community as well, they use the Keris for medicinal purposes as well, because what they do is that they put in
Black magic, sihir.
black magic or sihir as they call it, and use it to heal people. Maybe not wounds, or probably it's paranormal stuff that happened that considered paranormal, say exorcism, that kind of thing.
Jadi penggunaan keris ni meluas. Okay. Cuma kita kena betulkan persepsi. Di mana keris ni sebenarnya adalah elemen untuk kita mengenal tamadun dan kebudayaan sesuatu bangsa zaman dulu sampai zaman sekarang. Itu asas.
So the basic of Keris is that it is an introduction to their culture and their civilization. So in brief, we will need to repair or fix people's perspective towards Keris.
Yes. Agreed.
Dalam pembelajaran keris ni adalah senjata Nusantara. Okay, bila dikatakan Nusantara apa dah? Apakah negara-negara yang berada dalam Nusantara? Malaysia, Brunei, Filipina, Indonesia. Okay, boleh juga sampai ke Thailand, ke Vietnam. Itu dalam lingkungan what we call is Nusantara.
Of the countries mentioned.
Okay. So dalam keadaan Nusantara ni senjata keris berevolusi. Kan, daripada bentuk dia. Dan bila dikatakan sebagai revolusi, itulah satu bangsa yang dalam Nusantara, okay, keris dia begitu, keris dia begitu, keris dia begitu. Okay, tapi sifat asas dia adalah keris.
So in a Nusantara world, this will be one of the Nusantara weapon. Yeah. So of all the Asian countries that you mentioned, that will be the Nusantara world. So there will be. It went through like a whole lot of revolution. Revolution as well. So there's many types, but the most basic one is the Keris. The Keris, which is the weapon of Nusantara. Yes.
Jadi dalam bab-bab mistik dalam keris, orang suka ambil tahu. Memang kita tidak boleh elak. Memang tidak boleh elak. Sebab kenapa? Satu mindset. Yang keduanya keris memang adalah senjata membunuh. Jadi persepsi orang kalau keris antik, keris lama sudah menjadi turun-temurun. Keris itu ada hadam dia, ada penunggu dia. Benda itu tidak mustahil. Tapi walau bagaimanapun bukan itu yang utama perlu dicari, perlu difahami. Tapi secara fizikal inilah yang nombor satu perlu difahami terlebih dahulu.
So even though it is part of what we know about Keris is that it has paranormal entity residing inside it, the paranormal side of it, spiritual side of it. But that's not the most important part when it comes to Keris. The most important part is the civilization that creates the main culture. It represents the culture that makes it. Yeah, not the spiritual.
Yes.
Not so much on that one. Yeah.
Okay, jadi kalau tanya saya, adakah mistik dalam keris? Kalau secara pribadi, saya cakap ada. Tapi cara macam mana kita belajar untuk mengetahui, untuk mendidik ke arah kebaikan, itu paling utama.
So if you ask him, if there's some sort of a spiritual kind of thing to Keris, of course he'll say yes, but that's not the main point. So the most important thing about Keris is we need to educate and teach people about the history, the culture of it, the use of it.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing that we can pass it on to the younger generations.
Jadi keris ni adalah salah satu pusaka warisan, kan? Daripada keturunan nenek moyang semua bangsa-bangsa Nusantara yang perlu dikekalkan Yang perlu dikekalkan, yang perlu dia ambil tahu, dan yang perlu diteruskan perjuangannya untuk menjaga warisan ini supaya tidak pupus.
So the Keris is essentially a regale being passed on from generation to generation, and it's rich in historical qualities of it. So it needs to be passed on furthermore to make the culture alive.
Identiti dan jati diri.
Identity dan jati diri. Yes, the identity of it and jati diri, the spirit of it.
The spirit. Yes.
Any question?
Wow, that was a lot. Thank you
that's
so
a
much.
lot.
Lama saya simpan.
He
Soalan
is,
berkenaan tadi itu.
he is satisfied with the two questions that he answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
He has
that,
some good questions.
Yeah.
he has very good questions.
Yes.
Soalan bagus dia.
Okay. Any question?
So any question, Mike?
I have one last question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But not on this one.
Okay.
Why is that different? Is that any different from
The second one?
Sundang.
sorry,
Sundang.
this one?
Garis panjang maknanya.
Alright. Okay.
Disebut besar.
That's
long.
Yeah, that's long.
Only few
Locks. Yeah, only a few locks.
Okay. This is Keris. This is Sundang. Sundang.
Sundang.
Okay.
Bukan Keris.
Bukan Keris.
Oh, Sundang
Tapi
Keris.
Not
ada
Chris.
not
Not Chris.
Oh, okay.
Not Keris. That is Sundang. Okay, Sundang like a sword. That sword. Okay. That sword. Okay, because long pattern. So the white and the handle so very big. So when you see Sundang, you see the handle. Not same.
It's not the same. It's not the
Mm.
same.
Sundang like this.
Yes.
But
Not
so
not.
how to hold Sundang? So like this. So like this. But this is like this.
Yes.
So your thumb must control the blade. So that is different. Dan ada setengah tempat mengatakan Sundang adalah raja senjata.
Raja Senjata.
Pun ada tu.
In certain places, they call the Sundang as the king of all weapons.
The
Sundang.
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 king of weapons.
But so it different category altogether.
Yes, different category.
altogether.
Keris is Keris and Sundang is
Yes.
Sundang.
Sundang. It's a different thing.
It's different thing.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Then about Keris, Keris have a lot of philosophy. Ada falsafah dah. Okay, like okay, Keris. Okay, kita panggil kejut Keris. Keris bila sisip di pinggang, okay, kita tidak terus cabut. No, that is wrong way. Okay, so what we should do first, okay, grab the handle and then use your thumb.
Push it out.
Okay.
This is what we call kejut Keris.
Shock.
Why?
Shock Keris.
Why?
Direct
Okay.
translation. Why?
So why? Because keris ada jiwa dia. Sebab tu dalam kita nak memaharkan sebelah keris, dia ada akad. Okay, macam kita orang lelaki, kita suka perempuan, kita bukan terus boleh pergi ambil. Kita kena pergi merisik, jumpa parent dia, jumpa mak bapak, dan cakap saya nak meminang anak kamu.
Right.
Parent bagi, boleh. Okay. Kita kena bagi mahar. Sebagai kalau orang Melayu, okay, Islam mas kahwin. Kemudian barulah diserahkan anak dia. Jadi ada jiwa. Jadi dalam keris, bila kita memiliki keris, kita menerima keris daripada seseorang, kita menerima secara akad yang sama dan mungkin bermahar, mas kahwin yang sama. Kita jadikan dia sebagai pakaian peribadi. Begitu juga isteri kita, jadikan sebagai pendamping rumah tangga isteri kita. Okay. Jadi bila kita nak guna dia dengan hati yang tenang, kita kejut. Kalau orang Islam, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, kejut. Kita tak boleh. Contoh kalau isteri kita tidur, kan? Terus kita kejut dah. Sampai dia terkejut. Dia marah ke tidak?
Marah.
Marah. Sebab apa? Sebab dia ada jiwa. Kan? Sebab besi ni walaupun kita nampak mati, Tapi Tuhan ciptakan dia dengan ada kelebihan. Kenapa besi boleh jadi kapal terbang, boleh terbang. Kenapa besi duduk di badan seseorang, dia menjadi satu kelebihan kepada seseorang. Sebab apa? Sebab apa? Dia ada jiwa dia. Jadi kita nak bermain dengan dia, bergurau dengan dia, bersahabat dengan dia, kita kena kejut dia. Supaya apa? Supaya contoh.
So, the reason why you can't just pull out the Keris
Kejut
is
Keris.
that, yeah,
Kejut.
kejut Keris. You will have to go through a process of pushing it first to wake him up, and then
Because
pull it out.
the blade has a soul.
Because the blade has a soul.
Yes.
So, the reason why I smile is that he akin it to a proposal of marriage to a woman. If you want to marry someone, you'll have to go to her house and go through that process of courting, and then get the agreement.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you form a contract, you go married, and the same like the Keris. The Keris, when you receive it, you have a contract, and sometimes you are bonded with it through some sort of a payment of some sort. Then it is yours to keep and yours to take care of. So once you want to use it, play around with it, or just to pull it out, you will have to wake it up first, so that you can pull it out.
Yes.
There's a whole lot of philosophy on that.
Interesting.
Sort of like respect as well.
Respect.
Yes, absolutely.
Must kejut Keris.
Wake
Then pull out.
and then pull it out. Like how you do for a person. Yeah. Like I said just now, if you want to wake your wife up, you don't just wake her up like that.
Yeah. Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because why? My wife, your wife, and your husband have a soul, like Chris have a soul. So we must respect the soul. What we know now, example, pistol. A pistol, when we in the magazine, like before the raise the trigger, okay, safety lock. Safety lock. So Chris also, we not just shoot fast, but same the pistol, unlock, then pull the trigger, like that. So this is simple.
So that's the basic of the Keris.
So a lot more of philosophy. Chris tidak dicabut, Chris tercabut. So for example, itu mahal, tak mau keluar.
Ini saya ingat.
Dalam pertempuran, contoh kita kan,
During
kita
combat.
kejut. Sebab tu zaman dulu ada kuasa mistik yang boleh membantu. Tapi kalau kita ada kepakaran teknik, tak perlu pun.
Oh.
Terus kejut, terus tebang. What I tell tadi, so Chris, kita mesti bertapak.
Yes.
Kuda. Kuda. Dan
Horse stance.
kita punya ni tapak not overall, just front. Why? Okay, because we use bila paha, pinggang, hidup. Bila berkeris, kita kena hidup satu badan.
The whole body needs to move.
Hidup.
Need to be alive.
Supaya hidup. So dia melatih otot-otot kita untuk flexible dengan berkeris. Any question?
Dia orang satu yang dengar bunyi satu bilah berdesing tu. Orang saya dengar bunyinya. Ada bilah, saya sudah dengar tadi. Tapi mau lagi dengar. Dia punya
Sebelah
bunyi
kiri.
itu bikin gerigitan.
Apa yuk?
Bila dengar kan mau dengar lagi.
Sebelah.
Oh, sebelah. Yang ni.
Lagi. Sebelah.
Yes.
Okay.
Merakam bunyinya.
Okay, dalam keris, okay, ada beberapa kepandaian tukang keris. dalam menilai memilih besi. Salah satunya adalah kita panggil besi berdesing.
The sound of the Keris. Yes.
Okay.
It shows the craftsmanship.
Sound of the brace.
Okay, di sini.
Ui.
Yeah, there's a ringing sound to it, like a tuning fork.
Oh.
Yang one more.
Swoosh.
Dia orang suka.
Saya sudah dengar tadi, cuma
Ah.
dia punya bunyi itu bikin mau lagi, mau dengar lagi.
Ya, ini
Saya cari-cari.
dia suka.
Jadi tak
Okay,
semua
we
Keris
like to hear.
boleh dapat bunyi macam ni. Tidak
Bukan
semua.
semua.
Kalau kata 500 Keris mungkin satu, mungkin dua.
So in 500 Keris, it probably just one. could
Just
do
one that
this.
could do it.
Yeah.
Gitu.
So out of 5 and 600, that's the one.
There it is.
Wow.
He did that once. I was shocked.
Yeah.
It's right in front of me.
Right.
That is very,
Baik,
very
Abang.
good. Thank you very much.
Any question?
Mike, you good?
Wow, I have a lot to think. That was a lot of information. That was very great. I thank you for sharing your knowledge. That was
This is
Very, very eye-opening.
small knowledge from me. Okay. Why I said that?
just the
Because,
basic. This is the basic. Yeah.
So dia dah
Saya
habis.
dalam proses
Tak habis.
walaupun
Panjang
20
banyak.
tahun lebih, tapi masih proses belajar.
Ha.
Sebab apa? Sebab ilmu itu tidak pernah habis.
Even though he's been
Okay, okay.
in this line for 20 years, you'll
Jadi
never
besok,
stop learning.
nanti you tahu saya.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
Okay, salam semua, salam semua. Okay.
Yeah.